Yeah, so this one, first one I'm going to do for you is a song I wrote for my wife. It's called Dancing With You. And it's just a little love song. So. Dancing with you in the living room, slowly swaying to a Childers tune. It's the same one from our wedding day. I love you more today than yesterday. Dancing with you in the living room, slowly swaying to a Childers tune. It's the same one from our wedding day. I love you more today than yesterday. Waking with you in the morning time. Turn off alarm, turn on the bathroom light. Hurry up, you know I gotta go. Hug and a kiss and then I'm out that door. Working at a hairy barber shop. You're running through my mind non-stop. I hate to think that we could ever part. When I get home to you, I think I'll start dancing with you in the living room, slowly swaying to a Childers tune. It's the same one from our wedding day. I love you more today than yesterday. Yeah, dancing with you in the living room, slowly swaying to a Childers tune. It's the same one from our wedding day. I love you more today than yesterday. Pack your makeup up and fix your hair. Where you wanna go, I'll take you there. Being with you is my favorite thing. I need you like a fiddle needs a string. When you come home after a crazy night, my ears are open and my arms are wide. I'll have some weed and you can have some wine. Before we go to bed, babe, do you mind dancing with me in the living room, slowly swaying to a Childers tune? It's the same one from our wedding day. I love you more today than yesterday. Yeah, dancing with you in the living room, slowly swaying to a Childers tune. It's the same one from our wedding day. I love you more today than yesterday. 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 Thank you. Oh. I didn't make a set list. I'm real bad about that. I just kind of like to play what comes to my mind. So we came here in a van, and I was thinking about $600 van the whole way here. And so this is kind of a funny story. So where I live in Carmi, there's a guy named Steve-O, and I think every community has a guy like Steve-O. He like kind of sells wheels and deals. He's a wheeler and dealer. You know, he's got all the things when you really need them. And so he had this van sitting, and I called him one day. I was like, "Hey man, what do you want for that old van, that green Chevy sitting over there?" And he said, "I don't know, about $600." I said, "Well, shoot, I don't have $600." I was like, "But I could write you a song." And he said, "Well, you write a song and we'll talk." So this one's called $600 Van. Remember earlier when I said I don't care to burp up pizza during this set? It's already happening. Hey Steve, won't you sell me a $600 van? I'll fix up that back window and I'll drive across the land, singing songs in Old Men Road and some from my own hand. Hey Steve, won't you sell me a $600 van? Now it was sitting over at Weber's, that's in my neighborhood. That mechanic said he'd fix it up, have her running good. Well, I want her something awful. No one could understand how a man could throw his whole life in an '05 Chevy van. Hey Steve, won't you sell me a $600 van? I'll fix up that back window and I'll drive across the land, singing songs that old men wrote and some from my own hand. Hey Steve, won't you sell me a $600 van? Now I've been to West Virginia, up around Milwaukee too. I played damn near every Legion and VFW. Well, I'm headed down to Texas and I'm hoping for a show. I'll put the pedal to the floor, see how far this thing can go. Hey Steve, won't you sell me a $600 van? I'll fix up that back window and I'll drive across the land, singing songs that old men wrote and some from my own hand. Hey Steve, won't you sell me a $600 van? Hey Steve, I'm running low, I ain't got a lot of cash. I'll put your name in this song, give you a bag of grass. Well, could you just this once invest in your dreamer of a friend? And if I ever make it, you'll be with me in the end. Hey Steve, won't you sell me a $600 van? I'll fix up that back window and I'll drive across the land, singing songs that old men wrote and some from my own hand. Hey Steve, won't you sell me a $600 van? Whoa, Steve, won't you sell me a $600 story. Never got the van. Still waiting on the title. He said he lost it. No, I won't never get that van. But I got that song out of it, so I guess that makes me the winner. Speaking of pizza, this one's called Great Value Pizza. And it's about my Aunt Trish and my Uncle Jerry. And I'm sure some of y'all know some people like them. They're kind of like a mixture between hoarders and like full-time garage salesmen. So, yeah. Anyway. Oh, why don't you come on in? They'll treat you to a Great Value Pizza. There's a can of Mountain Lightning. No, they don't do the do you. This stuff here's much sweeter and it's $3 cheaper, and you'll not tell no difference after one or two. Uncle Jerry's in the garden, he's looking for his hose. He can't hear himself fart or see beneath his nose, but he grows the best tomatoes on this side of the tracks. He keeps them sunflowers up tall to hide the good stuff in the bag. Why don't you come on in, they'll treat you to a Great Value Pizza. There's a can of Mountain Lightning, no we don't do the do you. This stuff here's much sweeter and it's $3 cheaper, and you'll not tell no difference after one or two. Trish stands in the kitchen, screams, God, I hate to cook, but there's something on her stove. Every time you look out there in the front yard, she's got some stuff for sale, and if you don't like her prices, then you can go to, well, why don't you come on in, they'll treat you to a Great Value Pizza. There's a can of Mountain Lightning, no we don't do the do. This stuff here's much sweeter and it's $3 cheaper, and you'll not tell no difference after one or two. You'll not tell no difference after one or two. Yeah. Oh, there you go. Oh, you do? Yeah, you probably know them. They probably just live down the road here. But, there's some good old folks. So I'm really lucky. I live right in front of them, and next door to their house was my Uncle Hal, or next door to my house was my Uncle Hal's house. And he's another character in my story. And so I wrote a song about him too, and it's called Uncle Hal. So it kind of goes like this. Well, one man's trash was Uncle Hal's treasure. He gave a lot of hell, took a whole lot of pleasure, picking up that junk on the side of the road. Well, he darn near lived at the city dump. He had a snow white door on a coal black truck. He was the goofiest son of a gun I've ever known. He had a dog named Button and another called Bud. They all drank beer and they all ate good. You know, he knew when Casey's Pizza went to trash. Well, he weren't too proud to pick it up. He always tried to save the buck. He said it all tastes the same, so why not save the K? One man's trash, Uncle Hal's treasure. Gave a lot of hell, took a whole lot of pleasure, picking up that junk on the side of the road. Well, he darn near lived at the city dump. He had a snow white door on a coal black truck. He was the goofiest son of a gun I've ever known. Well, now it's Keystone Light and Distiller's Pride. Hop on in, boys, let's take a ride. Country cruising, looking for scrap, feeding whatever critter wherever he's at. He ain't had no license so many years. He didn't drive that truck, brought him here. And some say he's a fool, he ain't got any sense. Well, I'd say he's got more than you've ever spent. I'll never forget the day he died. Went to the church house and I cried. I heard a loud gruff voice boom from above. It said, "Goofball, don't you cry for me. I got a used tombstone neath the cemetery, and I need you to scrape Eleanor's name off or cover the backside of." That's a true story. The man had another woman's name on the back of his tombstone. I'm telling you, one man's trash, Uncle Hal's treasure. He gave a lot of hell, took a whole lot of pleasure, picking up that junk on the side of the road. Well, he darn near lived at the city dump. He had a snow white door on a coal black truck. He was the goofiest son of a gun I've ever known. Yeah, he was the goofiest son of a gun I've ever known. Yeah. So that's how I growed up, right there. Those kind of people. If you go look in Wesley's van, you'll see why. No, I'm kidding. I didn't hoard anything. That's all his. My car's back in Lexington. But that kind of brings me to this next song, because I'm from Southern Illinois, but the reason that I'm from there and not from Eastern Kentucky was because my grandma was spirited away by a roughneck in 1959, and she lived in a little town called Inez, Kentucky, which some of you may know is right on the Tug River as you're going towards West Virginia. And she had 6 brothers and sisters, and so I have a whole mess of cousins from here to West Virginia. And one of those cousins, her name was Tonk. Tanya is what her name was, but we all called her Tonk, you know. And she always kind of had troubles with addiction and ultimately lost her life to it. And I wrote this song, and it's called Hard to Break, and it's about my cousin Tonk. So. Wesley, you want to join me on this one? When the needle hit your vein, did you know it'd be your last time getting high? prayer serene, body lowered down, soul bound to fly. I can still hear you singing our holler all a-ringing. You were echoing Loretta Lynn and good old gospel songs. We laughed with exclamation at your stories of vacations, how you done some bad things right, how you done some good things wrong. Another year goes by and you're still on my mind. You'll never know the impact that you made. Your time on earth has been spoken. Every heart that knew you's been broken, and habits ain't like hearts, they're hard to break. No, habits ain't like hearts, they're hard to break. Reckon I was mighty nervous. I was singing at your service. Well, I wanted to do right by you. I tried hard not to cry. Well, them suppers up our holler, all the time's getting smaller, but we'll sing again. The more reunion in the by another year goes by and you're still on my mind. You'll never know the impact that you made. Your time on earth has been spoken. Every heart that knew you's been broken, and habits ain't like hearts, they're hard to break. No, habits ain't yeah. So there's a sad one. Thank y'all. I appreciate you guys. This is one of the. I was just telling somebody the other day. They're like, like when you go out, because I got to tell my clients back home, yeah, I'm going on the road and blah blah blah. I make it sound like a lot cooler than what it is. They're like, how many people usually come out? I'm like, I don't know, 50 to 100. And they're like, wow. I'm like, but I'd take 15 solid listeners over that 100 people drinking and talking every day. So thank y'all so much for being here. This is an awesome spot, awesome crowd. Thank y'all. Jane, am I supposed to go for about an hour? Is that the... 45 minutes. Okay, so I've got about 10 minutes left-ish. Okay, so maybe 2 or 3 songs, you think? Or okay, I just like to have an idea of where I know to go. I'm going to do a couple new ones for you. Well, I guess these are all new to you all if you haven't heard any of my songs before. But these are new to me, okay? So I have a really good friend in Lexington named Caleb Hall, and we've been writing some songs together. He's more of a poet himself, so he'll send me these little poetry things that he writes, and I'll turn them into songs. And so this one was one he sent me, and we were sitting at his house, and it was like 3 in the morning, and we wrote this song, and it's called Mushroom Mansion. And so it's kind of just a mixture of some lines he had come up with, and it's mostly based on dreams that I have. I have these dreams where I'm walking in this unfamiliar house, and I open up these doors, and they take me to these random crazy places. I'm always on vacation. There's always like roller coasters and water slides. I tell my wife about it, and she's like, that's awesome. She's like, I wish I could have dreams of vacation. She's like, all my dreams are nightmares. I'm like, wow, that sucks. I was like, you should just step in maybe we should need to switch sides on the bed or something. Maybe that'll help spark up some fun dreams. I don't know. Anyway, so this one's called Mushroom Mansion from me and my good buddy Caleb Hall. I've been drinking most my dinners. I've been running out of manners. So I wet a line a time or two with nothing on the end. I done smoked my whole stash early, once upon a time or 30. So I grabbed some cash that I can't use. Who gives a damn? And you're damned if you do. Tomorrow's the 10th and I feel like the dude. Reckon I ought to reel it in. Life's a jar of jelly beans. It might be candy, it may be not so sweet. You hold the cards, they're in your hand. Well, sometimes it's licorice, sometimes you gotta fish, sometimes you don't understand. I've been shutting eyes at sunrise. Well, realize that's some white trash proverb I read online before I fell asleep. I was in a mushroom mansion. There was so much room for dancing. There were strangers there with curious intent, so I followed behind them wherever they went. They walked through a door that I tried to get in. A freight train passed, for I found the key. Life's a waltz, you learn as you lead. It might be bluegrass, it might be ragweed. You ain't a thief if you take a stand. Well, sometimes it's do-si-do, sometimes you gotta go, and sometimes you don't have no plan. Yeah, there you go. This is another one that Caleb and I wrote. Caleb is a wook. Does anybody here know what a wook is? Not the band, the lifestyle. But there is a band called the Wooks. There's actually two bands called the Wooks, I've recently found out. There's one like out in California, and they have on their page, "We are not the bluegrass band from Kentucky," which is pretty fun. But a wook is kind of someone who lives a carefree, spirited lifestyle, you know? Usually they smoke a lot of weed and do other kinds of things. But I kind of identified and found out what a wook was in 2019, and I've kind of embodied that ever since, or tried to. Except for showering. I shower a lot more than your average wook, I'd say. But anyway, this song is the title track off a record that we just cut in Slade, Kentucky, in the Red River Gorge, and it's called "Wookin' Overtime," and it's another song that Caleb Hall and I wrote together. I'd gladly trade my heart in for another lung or two. I'd burn twice the trees or more when I'm feeling blue. I couldn't mope around all day, 'cause I got some shit to do. Like starting me a forest fire, smoke enough for two. Now Lucy sure does what she can, but it ain't the same. And I've spent more days in a mushroom haze than I care to claim. Corn, liquor, pills, or powder could never replace sparking one while rolling two and smoking all damn day. And now I'm crashing couches, telling jokes, singing songs and bumming smokes. Hey buddy, are you sure that you don't mind? These city lights, they all seem new, man. Has your fridge got any food? I'm out here wooking overtime. Well, I'd gladly trade a knife for another breathing hole. That way I could smoke a joint and also smoke a bowl. Well, I'd stumble down the street and let the floaters lead the way to a taco truck, but damn luck, they must be closed today. Now mescaline, from what I've seen, can last damn near all day. Well, meth and coke sure burn your nose and will lead you all astray. It's green and gold and glorious, and since the dawn of time, we've packed and rolled and fired it up and left off for the sky. Now I'm crashing couches, telling jokes, singing songs and bumming smokes. Hey buddy, are you sure that you don't mind? These city lights, they all seem new, man. Has the fridge got any food? I'm out here wooking overtime. Yes, I'm out here wooking overtime. You know I'm out here and I'm wooking overtime. Every time that I know I'm being recorded, I like mess up all my songs. And I'm going to blame Wes's guitar tonight. His guitar don't know my songs. So Is that?
I'm trying to teach it.
Yeah, that's okay. I'm working on teaching it. I'm working on teaching it myself. Well, I got about one more, I think. Jane, is that about right? Or, yeah. And then we'll get old Wesley up here to sing some songs. Maybe I'll sing with. I don't think I can good enough to play piano with you, but. Yeah, on that one. But this will be my last one for you this evening, and I appreciate you listening. Again, my name's Lucas Wayne. I also host a radio show. It's called the Little Egypt Saturday Showcase on 97.3 WRUL Carmi, the Tri-State Boomer. And you can also find that on 97.3 FM, WRUL.com. WRUL. If there's any melody you hear tonight, remember that one. So you can listen to me on Saturday mornings at 11 a.m. Eastern Time. It'd be 10 a.m. Central if you're a Central timer like me. But I host a show, and we have all kinds of acts from Idaho to West Virginia to Canada to, Mexico, all over the place. We got artists from everywhere that are doing the independent country thing, and had Brother Smith up a few times to sing some songs for us. But yeah, so you should check that out on Facebook and everything too. But this is my last one. This is a song I released last year on my birthday, and it's called No One Turns Me On. And it's about a lamp. A pretty sad little lamp, whose master went away one day and never came back. I am a lamp on the table, the sun of the living room. You can find me shining morning, night, or noon. The old man that I work for, he's a-getting on in years. He was married 57, then she left him for heaven. I illuminate her picture, stained with his mournful tears. He's up each morning, drinking coffee and watching CNN. Says he's ready to go home, but home is where he's been. The last time that I saw him, he was wheelchair bound and thin. And then they wheeled him to a nursing home, and we never spoke again. And now no one turns me on in the middle of the night. Nobody jokes, nobody smokes, nobody needs a light. My days are dark and dim now, except for a nightly timer. No one turns me on, now he's in the ground beside her. I stand here waiting, oh so patient, for someone to flick my switch. Well, it's usually the firstborn or one of the grandkids. They're cleaning out the cabinets and they're going through what's left. My bulb shines ever stronger, wish they'd stay a little longer. They turned off all the water, I'm I'm afraid I might be next. And through the window in the front yard sets a sign that says for sale. Someone come by just today to gather all the mail. How I miss that sweet old man, and I wish that he was home watching westerns there beside me. Now he's left me all alone, and now no one turns me on in the middle of the night. Nobody jokes, nobody smokes, nobody needs a light. My days are dark and dim now, except for a nightly timer. No one turns me on, now he's in the ground beside her. I am a lamp on the table, and I'm looking for a friend. Won't someone come get me and make my darkness end? Thank you. Thank you, Wesley. Wesley Smith, everybody.